Hello, this is Eve from Eve's Pot of Gold, and I also have the website Multiple Chemical Sensitivity, MCS.com, and a Facebook page called Detoxing the Body and Help with Multiple Chemical Sensitivity. I just want to give you a little background. I was always a health-conscious, well-eating person, exercising, and so I was a little sensitive to chemicals, and maybe a few years ago perfume started bothering me. But all of a sudden, in my gym, in my workout class, I noticed that I just couldn't stand anybody's perfume, everybody's fabric softener. It was just making me feel so sick, and that so much that I couldn't, even stay in the room anymore. I would leave gasping for breath. And over a very short period of time, wherever I went, the chemicals everywhere just bothered me, gave me a headache, made me grouchy, made me spacey, made me tired, hurt my lungs, and just made me really feel awful. So I immediately started Googling to try to find out what was wrong with me, and luckily I did, and I found out how serious it was. So I also immediately started detoxing and doing everything I could do. I read Sherry Rogers' books. I read them a few times through. I read all this stuff on Cure Zone, which was sort of the only thing a year and a half, 2 years ago that I could find on MCS, and I started doing, mostly Sherry Rogers' protocol, which is the alpha-lipoic acid, vitamin C, and glutathione, plus sauna therapy and coffee enema. I started doing this on a daily basis. And I did 100 other things. I read incessantly and did everything I could to get better. I also just really upped my nutrition. I cleaned out my house of all the toxins I could. Got air purifiers. I had a friend who said, he had an immune system disorder, and he got well by going to therapy, so I started going to therapy. And what else? I just did everything I could. I've had acupuncture. I've had taken all kinds of supplements, eaten all kinds of superfoods, and the good news is that after about 6 months of detoxing, I all of a sudden got well. The bad news is the whole time I was detoxing, I was still getting worse. I wasn't feeling any better at all. And if you have MCS, it's really frightening and it's really frustrating. And it is the most awful illness that I can imagine. Because not only are you sick, you can't go anywhere, and it's a really serious, fatal disease, but everyone just thinks you're neurotic and complaining, and, that it's all in your mind, and doctors aren't much better, and even my therapist was a little iffy about that. But anyway, I started my sites, and I started this channel to help other people, and just to encourage people to detox and build up your nutrition and your gut health and all of your health, as quickly and as best as you can, because you don't want to keep getting sicker. And you can get well. I've read, when I was sick, I would read for hours, on all these message boards, and there was a lot of people sick, and there wasn't a lot of people that got well. So I think a lot of times when you get well, you just go live your life, But I want to, come back and encourage everybody else to get well. Also, I'm still detoxing. I still am a little sensitive to chemicals. And I don't want to just get well enough so that I'm not sick. I prefer to get as toxin-free and as healthy as I can so that I don't, catch some other awful related disease. That's it. That's my first video. Welcome to my page. I have my coffee enema video. And I'll just be putting videos on random topics, speaking off the top of my head. And don't forget, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. And this is just my own experience. I'm not giving any medical advice. But anyway, doctors didn't help me. I had to, all I had to get well was Google. So, and welcome to my channel. If you know anyone sick, suffering from chemical sensitivity, or this also goes for just about any other chronic disease there is. It's just we have a specific manifestation of toxicity and some other combination of bad health. So have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.